for the nerds. This is for the brainiacs. This what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back. You ain't gonna touch me. You not gonna do nothing. You are not above me. I bet you wish you was me. I know it. I know.
What is poppin', everybody? And welcome back to another special episode of the Only Friends podcast. Well, you know, I'm here with my only friends, which includes my boy, Tortu! Not only that, we are joined by the No Gamble, No Future squad today.
They're back.
Yeah, we are here. Good
Back
to be
in the
back.
building.
Been gone for a while.
Yeah, I know. We promoted some things where you guys will be on every Tuesday, and then you just stop showing
Well,
up.
it's only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's
In a
only the
row.
U.S. Poker Open that we had to work, Conrad.
yeah.
One of poker's premier series.
I thought that was the 600, 250K at Wynn.
That is, it's they line up kind of in the same realm. Yeah, you're talking about the tournament that I did final table. I did final
boy.
table.
You did,
a poker
yes.
tournament. Conrad mentioned it, not me.
Seventh
Place, 12 grand.
Yeah, a little less, more like 11.
Yep. Yeah.
Congrats on
Enough about me. We can go
More
on.
buy-ins.
More buy-ins. That's exactly right.
I mean, what would the U.S. Poker Open do without you guys on the ones and twos for Martin's legendary double eagle all the way across the sky?
And Natalie on the sidelines with the greatest sideline report in the history of, I think, just broadcasting in general.
The
not even
entire
poker.
industry.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
high.
The best part about it is Martin was nowhere to be found. It was just a first-hand recollection of Martin being Martin.
Which is
true.
Which is pretty amazing. So what is popping today? What are we doing today? What are we going to talk about? Yeah, that sounds good. You know what?
Perfect.
Before I do forget, head on over to
Ooh, we got a
S4Y.TV.
little promo
Nice.
going
We got
on.
a little promo going on. Enter code SICKDAY for 30 days free
That's good.
on S4Y training.
That's
Oh,
right.
my.
Yeah, I mean, if you're home, you're sick a little bit, and
the sniffles?
you got the sniffles, and you need to brush up on your poker knowledge. You're getting a whole free month, and that includes the free trial as well. So it's 6 weeks.
And you might be
It's
sick
gonna
for
lead
a
you
while, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's going to
a
lead you
month
right into
is
the World
perfect.
Series. It seems. I don't see why anybody wouldn't take advantage of that.
Amen. Do we have anything else going on?
Yes, we do. We also have one more seat for this weekend's Academy.
Unbelievable.
It's going to be a Poker Out Loud style Academy. It's the last one we're going to be doing this year. You can go to academy.solve4y.io if you want to join this weekend. And then we also have next month, we have the Tournament Academy led by Matt Hunt. He's going to give you everything you need to know to be prepared for the WSOP. That is May 24th to the 27th. Go to academy.solve4y.io. Click on the banner above to get more details.
How much are the seats?
$40,000.
Yeah.
No, you say that. Then when you say what it really is, it's it's not as bad. $3,500 for the Tournament Academy.
That's the Out Loud one or the other
The
one?
Out Loud one is $39.95.
Hello. Yeah.
And we're gonna have a few people from the media and the poker industry coming to check it out to see if it's worth it or not. Some people said it wasn't. We think it is. So we'll find out from objective sources.
Yeah.
Sweet, I like that.
You might even
that's
get
good.
some sunglass information when you're out there.
Oh. So, Hunt is the one wearing the
The
glasses.
sunglass
Oh,
special.
yeah, Hunt's locked in.
Come on, let's go.
See, look, where do you think you can get shades like that?
Right.
You got to talk to the tortoise about that.
Pretty
Rule
intimidating.
number 1: put these shades on when you play. Nobody will ever read you.
God, I love it. We have some more announcements to make. We had a little bracket challenge going on for our people at S4Y.
We did. We have a little bracket challenge, the NCAA tournament. Sorry, we're a little late on this, but we do have the winners. So John, we won't give his last name. His bracket is Busted Day 2. Great name. Great name. He is the winner, and he is
John.
going to win 3 free months at S4Y TV. I will reach out to him.
He can make it 4 using promo code SICKDAY.
Oh,
Maybe he
platter.
can. I don't know if you can use the double.
Never mind.
I have to,
Sorry,
have to
John.
look at that. But maybe. Yeah, we'll just give him 4.
Did anybody have UConn? Sorry to interrupt you. Did anybody have UConn?
Did
No, they would have
anybody
won, right?
have UConn?
Probably. Everybody's
Let's see. I
bracket's
think so. I think the winner had UConn.
no, he had Houston.
No, it showed that.
It shows them.
Oh, sorry. He did
All
have
3 of them
Houston.
had different teams.
You're right.
Okay, congrats, John. Sorry.
Yes, and then in second place we have Malakubu.
Just call him the Shocker.
Yeah, I don't know, but
is that the Shocker?
his name
I'm
is
seeing there?
Malakubu Gangrene, and he's going to get a $100 off Solve4Y merch.
I mean, that
over
is.
at academy.solve4y.io. I will email him as well, him or her, and with the code to use. And last but not least, in third place, we got Rockaberry Jam.
There you go.
His name's Matt, and he is going to receive a no gamble, no future.
Oh, baby.
There you
hoodie.
go. Yeah.
Some
Compliments
swag.
of Poker Go, and Mr. Brent Hanks will reach out to you for those
Gotcha.
details.
That sounds like a first place prize to me.
What?
How about that?
Thank
They're
you,
all
Landon.
winners.
That
They're
Brent's
all
gonna reach
winners.
out to them?
Yep.
Yeah, just getting that email back and forth with Brent saying what size sweatshirt are you?
I got you, Matt. Rockberry Jam.
That's right.
That's your
Yeah.
person. Well, we also get to congratulate Matt Berkey.
What'd he do?
He gets one more season of watching Jeff Platt's sister
Oh,
on
that's
Buying
right.
Beverly Hills.
Well,
Great phrasing.
Congratulate myself as well. Michelle and I have watched this, but yes, congratulations to Melissa Platt, Brent or Jeff's sister, for the renewal of Buying Beverly Hills season 2 on Netflix. Is she excited?
Yeah, she's excited. I'd
Yeah.
like to thank everybody in the poker community for their support. I know
Listen,
Brent's family was watching.
Michelle and
Every
I-
view counted.
we put it on. We binge watched the whole season in one day. Just boom, boom, boom.
Love that.
Yeah, it was great. And then I said, Jeff, is there season 2? I need to know what's going to happen. And you said, I don't know. It's in the works, maybe. And now it's official.
They're
Okay,
very excited.
okay, very honest here. You
Yeah.
went home for Passover.
I did. Happy
I assume
Passover to all.
your sister went home as well.
Yeah, she lives there in Dallas for the most
Yeah.
part. But
So
yes, okay, go
The
ahead.
topic of conversation.
She doesn't live in
Yeah.
Beverly Hills?
She splits her time between
Okay,
LA.
makes
Was it
sense.
upsetting that this had to be what everyone was talking about in the family, the renewal of season 2. Did you get a word in about anything
About
in your
my
life?
career.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, we're on
Hey.
CBS Sports Network at
Yeah.
1 a.m. coming up this
A little bit
weekend.
of Vice,
Yeah,
maybe.
we're like, I finished 7th in the Wynn tournament.
I wish I had
Finish it.
that to hold
it
over
Wynn?
them during Passover.
That would have been,
No,
really,
I
that
was-
would've been a really good one-up.
I was very happy that she had all the attention. It is well deserved. I'm excited that she and her crew got season number 2
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Listen, guys, a
You know,
lot of things are going down in the world of reality TV. You don't, if you know, I know our audience has been on pins and needles here, but it is official. BravoCon is coming to Las Vegas.
That sounds great.
Brent, I know you're.
Mark your calendars.
I know Liz will. Your wife Liz is going to be probably pretty excited.
I have
about
no
that.
idea what it. I'd like to know what it is.
So it's all the reality stars from Bravo.
yeah.
You got. I'm talking Real Housewives and the Vanderpump people.
Yeah.
Below Deck people.
This is
They're
literally
all-
my worst nightmare.
They're all
Yeah.
coming to Vegas for a convention.
Nice.
I'm gonna listen. How much would you pay for a ticket to?
I don't know if I would.
$122.
So last year it was in New York, and the most expensive, like I guess the VIP 3-day passes, were $2,000.
But you get to meet everybody. You get to meet all
I think
the
it's
stars.
all the
I mean,
yeah.
it's-
Dude, that's a lot. So
Now, is
I
Randall
told Michelle I'm
Emmett-
going to have to really do well at the World Series this year, and maybe we can get her some tickets.
Is Randall Emmett still a part of Vanderpump?
He is not.
the
He is
family?
not on the show anymore.
Probably available to show up at the convention, though. I had to guess.
Maybe I don't think so.
Do you get to
man.
talk to them about sunglasses?
You get to probably talking about whatever you want. Yeah.
Good idea.
I mean, the whole Scandival thing is going down. It's crazy. It's going to be wild.
If I get another fucking text message from my girl saying Scandival, I'm gonna
Yes.
lose my shit.
Yes. Oh my God.
No.
Listen.
No.
She has to come out for it though.
What's
We're gonna get
What does
me-
Scandival mean?
So it's this huge scandal where there's two Toms.
Yeah.
From Vanderpump
the poker?
cheated on his girlfriend of 9 years with one of her best friends, and it's a whole thing. He's on Haley Mandel today.
Which Tom?
to,
Wait, I
talk
know the
about it.
one time. I know Schwartz. I
Not
know
Schwartz.
that guy.
No, it's Sandoval.
the other Tom?
So the other Tom.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Tom.
So
Tom,
Schwartz
yeah.
is good. He's in
Schwartz, well, yeah, but he's
seemed
gotten into
hesitant.
he got into a little trouble because he was on Andy Cohen last week, spilling all the beans about everything. So
Man, that's how you
it's-
know you're a boomer. You got to.
Yeah.
It's spilling the tea. It's
Spilling
not spilling, you're not spilling beans
That's right.
anymore.
Spilling all the tea.
You're not spilling beans.
Yeah, he's spilling beans and tea. There was
Happy
so
birthday
much
to Beans'
beans
son.
and tea.
Happy
Yeah, right. So I mean, it was it was. He got in a little trouble for that, for saying a little too much.
All right.
This shit's crazy.
But,
All right.
you know,
There you have it.
that's what
So-
we got.
All right. We had some other shit go on this weekend. The Masters was on television. I know you no gamble, no future boys. Love to gamble.
I did not have a John Rahm ticket. I did not have a Brooksy ticket. Closest I got was Cantlay and Morikawa.
So what were the results of such Masters?
John Rahm pretty much coasted, I would say, in the final round.
Yeah.
Brooksy
What's
was
amazing,
there.
he opened up on day one of the Masters, hole one, with a double bogey.
That's how
which
he
is
starts the whole
not
thing.
a great start to
No,
the Masters.
that's a plus
and then
two.
after that, he just went on and he decimated the field.
By the end of that day, he was tied for second, wasn't he?
Well, Koepka.
Yeah, just
I think
in
so,
K1.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were saying that maybe Koepka kind of got out of his rhythm when they had to, they had to delay and suspend.
There were some weird weather delays.
because he was leading pretty much the whole way through, right? Or
Going
tied with
into
Rob.
the
final day.
And
Into the
then,
final day.
Yeah.
Going into the final day, he was up 4 strokes.
Yeah, then he
Yo, bro, choked a 4-stroke lead.
Yeah, in the Masters. But I think it was by a hole 13 or 14. Like he was like behind 5 strokes.
They had like a round and a half on the last day, right? Because they
Yeah,
had to-
when he was up, you're saying at his
Yeah.
peak, up 4, maybe even 5 at one point.
Yeah, I think it was something like
But
that.
nobody else even made a move on Sunday.
Well, Phil Mickelson, did.
Mickelson,
Shout out
yeah.
Team Live
up
Golf.
to minus
right.
8.
Golf.
Mickelson was making moves. out
Fellow
there.
Southpaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you not cheer for Phil? I mean, I
Probably
don't
because
care
he went
about
to
Liv.
live.
Oh, who cares?
I don't
Do you
personally,
care?
but I think plenty of people who were
I
there.
understand why
I
people
think it
did,
brought
yeah.
down the Phil craziness that we usually
Yeah.
see.
What do you guys think about this live PGA war? Like, where do you stand with it?
I don't care. I like it. I think the format's cool, playing 54 holes. I get that they're Saudi backed, right? And that's where people are upset.
Right.
But I don't, maybe I'm naive, ignorant to it all. I think it's a really cool league. They've got superstars over there.
I thought that the stipulations were if you joined Live that you couldn't play in the PGA.
But majors are different.
Yeah, you get to play
Oh,
four
so you can
events.
play
under a
majors.
different umbrella.
Gotcha.
I really like what it's done. I haven't watched any of Live, so I couldn't speak to that. But I really like what it's done for the PGA Tour, and it's allowed those players to get more money and bigger prize pools and elevated tournaments. So now instead of just like the majors and the Players Championship and maybe 1 or 2 others, you have like 12 to 15 tournaments that the top players on the PGA have to play in, but they're also being rewarded for that. So I think Live was really good for the PGA, even though the PGA loses some of its guys.
Well, that may be cool. They didn't get 7th at the Wynn for 11K.
That is a good point. and that event would be considered an elevated tournament. Like if you look at the poker calendar,
Just
and you
like
had to
an
pick 10
MSPT.
tournaments, the win takes just like we do have 2 MSPT champions.
Was it even worth getting the 7th place with all the trolling that you're having to do?
Yeah,
It's
because
like,
you
know,
bring
it's like,
it.
I wish I
you-
would have just busted on day one.
no, because then I can just bring it up whenever. Like,
Now, was the
true.
viral video that everyone has seen where you had deuces, was that a part of that tournament?
no, that
Oh
was
my
that was the tournament I played yesterday.
Yes.
The 400.
Right. Brent, how
100K.
happy were you when you saw that video?
Thrilled.
My
It's about time
God.
he learned how to play deuces correctly.
Right.
You know, mallards.
You
I
played the
have-
Mallards
I
perfectly.
have just under 20 bigs in the cutoff. I get the deuces, and I'm smirking as I'm looking at my cards, like making sure my phone is close by.
Right.
And this is the first hand that I think I've ever recorded with cards on their back. Like I just don't. I never take out the phone. Respect to the people who do it. I could just never do it. And so I'm like, I have to jam here. Here.
Oh, and a deuce. Oh, my.
just
Versus the
the
ace
deuce
king
right
of
on the
clubs.
flop. What were you up against?
For you,
I was up against the ace king of clubs, so I just jammed in the cutoff.
Oh, so they turned the flush draw.
That's a good play.
Yeah, so he turned the Broadway draw and flush draw.
Oh, he had the
and so
royal
I'm like,
draw?
I'm losing this.
Are you making a face?
Yeah,
You're making a face, Landon.
Deuces jams to the button from 20.
Oh my God!
I
this
was
fucking
jamming.
guy.
It was pre-close of registration, and I had deuces for Brent. I would do it.
Listen, for Brent, you can do whatever you want.
Yes, thank you.
Does the
Is
machine
it really?
agree?
Is it really that much of a? You just fold there? But
maybe
was
I'm
it
not-
one extra-
In
Brent's
early day
face
one,
is in
for
disgust
if
right
I
now.
lose or if
Why-
I win, it's a win with deuces.
Why can't
Button,
you
you
just
get the
limp?
jam. You fucking limping is pimping.
Limping is pimping.
Maybe it is pimping.
Button I
is
jam
is
for
a,
sure.
is a clear jam.
Button's
Cut
clear
off,
jam.
it's
Yeah.
not. It's just a
Well,
fold.
limping is probably problematic because there's going to be a few overcards.
Nah, you spike the
Nah, it
third
comes
dot.
queen 4 deuce. I don't know if you saw. Yeah, obviously it just comes
Yes.
queen 4 deuce.
Look,
Most of the time.
If you knew you were gonna get called and win, you got a power jam.
exactly.
Right.
For Brent,
For Brent.
You taught Ace King suited a lesson.
Right?
Yeah, you got it in good.
Drawing hand versus deuces.
Right.
Yeah.
You've got a pair.
Deuces
Right.
win.
What is this whole backstory with you and Mallards?
It started a while. My good friend Eric Baldwin, his dad called the hand mallards.
Okay.
And it stuck with me ever since. And that's just what we always call it as mallards. In fact, Eric got me a road sign. Somebody stole it, and it says Mallard Avenue, and I have it. Yeah. So it's been mallards for me for like 10 years.
Okay.
It's just our favorite hand.
It's
mallards.
one of my favorite bits on the broadcast because I guess he runs bad during our broadcast. Deuces really like never win on the show. Never anybody has. Maybe they've won once per series or so.
Well,
Just never ever win.
small
so it's
volume. Very small volume.
Great.
Play deuces enough, you'll see what happens. You know?
Yeah,
Right. Hard to make a pair.
I mean,
it is.
making pairs is hard. But somebody else found that out yesterday as well. Apparently, Kassouf ran into a Kassouf. He was playing PLO somewhere across the pond. I think it was the Irish Poker Open.
Shout out to David Doherty who won it. Friend of a friend. No swap. No.
I was just about to say, how much did you have?
Christ.
No. He's Jackson.
He's an Irish
like,
poker
yeah.
open winner. Yeah.
Yep.
No. He's Jack. He's
he actually-
Hardcastle's friend.
He flew into Ireland,
Yeah.
registered, and then came home just to get the swap.
Yeah. Nah. Shout out to him. Shout out to David.
So you know that cunt Will Kassouf I always talk about how much of a cunt he is? You will never believe what the scamming bastard has done now. Middle of a PLO cash game hand, he gets it all in on a turn, after just being stacked for like 300 euros in a game where everyone's sitting 2 or 3k deep. And then he reloads, gets stacked again, gets it all in drawing dead on the turn, and then whilst they're working out the pot, he picks up his chips off the table and runs out of the card room. Like he's literally just fucking trying to scam people in broad daylight in the middle of a cash game at a PokerStars event. The guy's a fucking idiot, mate. Absolute retard, drawing dead. So you know that cunt Will Kassouf?
Yeah, all right. So my first
Mince words.
my first question about the whole video is, what the fuck's going on in that room? It sounds like a club.
It really did.
It sounded like it was
They
popping
always
in the
say the
background.
Irish Poker Open is different, and so I guess those guys just go ham. Respect it.
It sounded like it was popping in the background, man.
I'm so the guy, he lost the hand. They're counting out how much money it is. He just grabs it and just walks out.
Yeah.
That is what the story
Full
is.
class.
Well, you got to respect it.
You heard it here first. Respect.
Is it really that bad?
9 high like a boss.
Yeah, I just like, what is he doing?
On brand.
It's
No,
like,
True.
What are the ramifications? Like,
I would think that he gets to keep the money and just banned from the casino.
really?
Yeah.
Is
I
that
mean,
like it's
you
not
can't
like
for-
it's
It
not
is in most
considered
American
theft at that
casinos,
point?
right?
I think it is considered theft, right?
That's what I would
because
think,
you
like,
won the hand, so
once
the money's no longer yours.
I don't think you
Correct.
could force someone to
The
pay.
The casino can't force somebody to pay.
Yeah. The casino
Really?
can't force you to
But
pay.
obviously they can ban you because they can ban whoever they want.
Yes. But they will ban you, I believe.
Now, it might
So
be
everyone has
different
one
in
free
Ireland.
roll.
I don't know. Yeah, right.
I mean, it sounds.
Use that moment wisely.
This is the
Just
biggest
kidding,
part of
don't
your
do
life. You just ground the chips.
But
and
that
run.
is, I mean, it has to be every casino, I assume, has its own rules in that spot, or is that like that's pretty much what it is across the pond, across the board?
I would probably
Yeah.
say there's different rules across
different
the pond.
rules for different jurisdictions,
Yeah.
probably, right?
Yeah.
So maybe Nevada gaming has a different rule
But
than
Florida and
whatever
Nevada
Irish
are the
has.
same in that
Yeah.
rule.
This
But that's all that
happened
I know.
once at in a live game that a friend of mine played years ago, where someone said they did or didn't put a 1K chip on the table and got stacked, and now it's like, is this my 1K chip? Is it not? And the casino literally said, we can't force this guy to pay, but if you don't, you'll be asked to leave indefinitely.
Where was that?
Florida.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Bro tried to ask the guy to go to the bathroom with him and make a deal about it. He's like, I'm not going to the bathroom with you, man. Like, we're not going to have a secret meeting about this. You're either going to give me this money or not. And then he just ended up not. Just left.
It's wild. Wild stuff.
I mean, it's Florida, you know, anything's possible in Florida.
Yeah, somebody just wrote it's a civil matter in Florida when that happened. So, I don't know. But speaking about secret meetings, do you have any updates for the people of what's going on? in the heads up match.
It seems to be that they're back on Saturday, and last week was just a sick week, you know, and that's okay.
We all get sick weeks.
We all get sick weeks. The timing is very impeccable.
I mean, you know, You always got to use the sick week wisely. When I was in school, I usually, like, right before I had a test, like right around test time, I was out of there.
Smart.
You know, I would just use a sick week. I didn't have to take tests.
So just so I'm clear, you guys don't believe that Nick is sick, genuinely sick?
We don't know.
Oh.
Well, at least my opinion is he could be sick, of course.
Yeah, of
right?
course.
But it's awful convenient for him to just be having this time off. So I don't know.
Why is it convenient? I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. Are you suggesting that maybe he's being coached up in this time?
I mean, that
how to
that would
adjust
be,
to?
Let's say he came in after last weekend. He was like, "Oh shit, I'm a dog. All right, how can I go study or get better at this game for the next time we meet? I'm better. So you know what? I'm that bad. I'm going to take a week."
But hold on. I mean, let's not get too carried away here, right? His coach is Doug.
No, it's not anymore.
It's not anymore. Doug banned him.
Apparently.
He cut him.
Apparently, he's been cut from the roster.
All right, cut from Doug. Okay, so it's no longer Doug. It's whoever. How much can you possibly learn in a week's time between the last match and this match?
Well, it's not a week. It's almost 3. It'll be almost 3 weeks.
Imagine.
I guess if they are going to play Saturday now, if they weren't going to play Saturday, then it would have been all of this week, all of next week because of the
I thought
academy.
they were playing this Saturday.
Well, they are, but before they actually said they were going to, we weren't sure if that was going to happen.
Okay.
So then it would have been another week on top of that, and then another half week. So
imagine you coming out of last weekend and
it'd have been 18 days between matches.
You lose $35K, whatever. That's nothing, but you just don't feel good about the whole situation. You go to your coach. Your coach says, "You suck." You know, we're not going to be able to do anything. We're not going to be able to, I don't know what we're going to do here. Now, how do you feel? Fuck, I got to learn how to get better.
Mm-hmm.
So let me take a week off. Let me get called in sick.
But how much can you possibly learn?
You can learn a lot, something.
I followed pretty closely,
Yeah.
the results and what was going on. And obviously, I talked to Berkey, you guys, Landon. I mean, the biggest swing in the match is when Berkey spiked the 10 ball on the river, right, making Broadway against Airball set of jacks. So if I'm Airball, am I really feeling like I'm in that bad a shape when I got my money in so good?
That was only a 100K pot, I believe, or
that
200K.
was kind of just like a cooler pot, and then I think all the other hands.
Yeah.
I think Nick was feeling outmatched. I mean, he was only winning for about 10% of the.
Okay,
19,
so Berkey for the most part is running.
10
He's
minutes out
beating
of the
him
19
pretty handily.
hours that were played, right?
Well, it's also just a nice benefit in the sense of, call it, rules made prior to the match beginning, where there was no necessary penalty or clause for if somebody was sick, where if it was like, oh yeah, I'm sick, not really feeling good, but there's something in place where you still pay the penalty of 10K per session, sure, right? Take the time off, of course. It's unfortunate timing, but this is the way that these things should go. But because that wasn't in the clause or not the case, it's just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm sick and I'm not really feeling good or I'm not feeling 100%. And there's no ramifications for me taking this time off to potentially get a little bit of an emotional fuel of getting a little bit better in this certain amount of time in order to play better for the next week.
But doesn't now Berkey have the same equal opportunity to also get better
He
during
does,
this time?
but I think so. Usually when you have two people that are one is supposedly better than the other, there's a learning curve, right? So whoever's the less skilled player is going to catch up quicker than the other player is going to move ahead.
Look at the
because of the learning curve.
Look at the Doug Daniel situation, or even Landon on Bill. Just over time, that player gets better. The weaker player got better in both scenarios.
They're going to close the gap.
And
even if they're both
understood.
studying.
Okay.
And if you have a couple weeks, think about how much EV Berkey's losing
So
playing
everyone
this
think
week.
Airball's in the lab. He's training right now. He's trying
I
to.
don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. He might just be fucking
Maybe not
jerking it. Who
He
knows?
doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that's just trying to, study for 20 hours a day or whatever it is and focus on the heads-up game.
You say that, Hanks, but neither was Perkins.
I did think that he was the kind that was driven with that.
Well, people get more driven when there's the sense of ego and public platform in place. When Nick's playing on Hustler, playing in a bunch of really good games and putting pressure on, there's not that much of a big deal. But when you publicly call someone out, do all this stuff, say, yeah, you suck, I'm going to beat you, there's definitely more of that mental pressure of, I am not going to let myself down.
Yeah.
Before the match started, I think Nick wasn't studying and didn't think he needed to. And then he played Berkey and said, "Oh shit, I need to study. Let me stall. Let me take 1,000 bathroom breaks." Like if you look at the breaks, there was only 3 breaks on day 1, right? He only took 3 breaks, which is reasonable. Yeah. And then after that, all of a sudden he's taking 10.
So a lot of breaks. Try and get to the end of the sessions. Then we go take this time off.
Right. Stall.
We inject ourselves with the learning steroids.
Fix whatever I'm doing wrong. Right.
Yeah. A little LGH.
When it comes to winning
speculation,
and loss rates, it's easier to bring a negative X big blind per 100 loss rate up to slightly less, or maybe in some cases a lot less, than it is from going from a plus X win rate to skyrocketing that even more. That's just the game as a whole, right? The better somebody gets, the less you can win. It's not like you can become so much better than somebody to overcome the small changes you can make into a strategy to become not as bad. Somebody starts not c-betting as much. Somebody starts checking back sometimes. These things can instantly add to win rate in some spots where you can't make that up if you already have that edge, because your edge will just decrease over time. And it's just, this is why Matt really wanted to play earlier, in the sense of you can't put a dollar amount on how much EV those 3 days was worth. But if you could quantify it, then some people would say, oh shit, now I see. Him not playing these days actually saved him $50K. Now it's like, oh shit, now there should be some sort of actions and consequences.
I think you guys are also forgetting that as far as studying goes, I mean, he's an investment banker, so he's going to be putting in 40 hours this week at work. I mean, when is he really going to have time to study? So
he's investing in his study time right now.
Point. Yeah. Is he not an investment banker? Is this...
Oh, man. I mean...
Assistant of sorts, potential invest. He's alleged investment banker.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's going to be something coming up in the very near future.
Are you an investment banker now?
No, I mean, an interview will have to occur where we learn a little bit more about Nick.
Oh,
and so I'd like to know what
something happening.
This little teaser might involve not only just Nick, but perhaps Berkey and some other names as well that have been
favorites,
if you will. They're all going to be in the arena.
You'll have to see
at once. So I need to know a little bit more about.
So
Nick.
something's cooking. You're cooking over there.
We're always cooking. Yeah. It's just a matter of, when that meal is prepared.
Hopefully he can get the day off from work.
Yep. Yeah.
He might.
In the very near future.
Yeah.
That brings us into our topic for the day.
Yeah.
Are poker beefs good for poker? And Jeff
was biting. He's ready.
Just wait.
Jeff, please take this.
Conrad, that was a perfect transition from Brent's answer to that to what I'm about to say. So the tweet today to promote the show mentioned WWE-like feuds. Casual WWE fan over here did go to WrestleMania. Don't mean to brag. Kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Let me give you my outsider's poker fan perspective. Not in the mix really on either side. A fan of Berkey's for sure. Fan of you guys. Don't know Nick. Whatever. So let's compare it to WWE. And Berkey told us to be, completely honest, and I'm not trying to diminish the appeal of this match for many of the fans that are interested in it. But let's say you have Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, the 2 biggest stars in WWE. Cody Rhodes is the good guy. He's the guy that everybody cheers for. Roman Reigns is the bad guy. And you have them slated for the main event of WrestleMania. So the WWE universe, the fans, they're starting to get hyped. They're seeing them show up on Raw and SmackDown, your TV shows leading up to that match. And they're kind of getting fired up. The trash talk is intriguing. Maybe they go face-to-face the week before WrestleMania, which sounds familiar after we saw what Berkey did. And then let's say that this WrestleMania main event is about to start. And it's got all these eyeballs on these two because everybody is so drawn to Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns in this story that develops and develops and develops, and it's finally going to reach its pinnacle moment. And then they just turn off the cameras. And they kick the crowd out. And Vince McMahon tweets a couple times. He's like, hey, spear by Reigns. Cody kicks out. Cody tries a finishing move. Roman kicks out. Roman pins Cody. Roman wins. Roman's the new champion. And he just tweets that. It's like you have interest building. and then just completely collapsing when you can't see it
All I know.
develop. When
Thank
you
you
can't
for
see
calling
it
me
reach
Vince
its
McMahon.
pinnacle moment.
That was
I
my
really brought
problem.
that up.
That was my problem. You just called him Vince McMahon.
Well, when I was thinking about this kind of comparison, I had a lower level WWE employee in mind at first, but then Landon, big time, Vince McMahon, boom. So it's just hard to like get excited about something or be interested in something or be intrigued by something when you just can't see what they've built to take place. And so maybe the arena thing that you mentioned will help.
It's kind of not like, I mean, Berkey's not doing it for.
I don't think he should.
Politics
I don't think he should. This is
stunts,
strictly a selfish
of course.
poker fan perspective.
Yeah.
Berkey's got to do whatever is best for him. And same with Nick on the other end of the spectrum, for sure. Just, it's fascinating that something can draw so much attention, that conflict can draw so much attention, and then just kind of not pay it off at the end.
It has drawn a lot of shit.
It's a little different because I think, with WWE, it's going to be filmed and you're going to be watching it. Where I think like with this situation is, Berkey said from day one that it wasn't going to be streamed, and he didn't want to do it on stream, and so it's like I know the hype was there, and everybody wanted we're like, you got to put this on stream, and I think we were trying to like talk him into doing it, but I don't think he ever had interest of doing that. So like the expectation of it being streamed shouldn't have been there because he said
because we kind of knew it from the beginning,
right?
Then I'm fascinated that it still was able to draw so much attention, even though everybody
that's because
did
of Landon's very, very detailed tweets.
Vince McMahon.
Vince
They were
McMahon's
so
tweets.
detailed that he had to change the hand.
People
histories.
genuinely thought I was in Resorts World.
Yeah.
I was just getting these text updates from Matt.
Right.
I'm not at Resorts World. I'm not in the bathroom looking out for secret meetings. Sometimes do I have somebody on the street getting some information for me? Yeah, maybe I do.
Yep,
but I'm not there. I'm gone.
And then people didn't know what SRP and B.
They don't know what MSRP is, Mega Store, retail price. They don't know about the X's and the C's and the R's.
And a lot of people don't. So I'm glad that.
Yeah, I had to get Twitter blue thanks to Arbitrator.
And you made you're making the hand histories more readable for the novice players.
Yeah. You got to simplify. Simplicity is key
for the casual fans,
right? Well, like if you're just a casual watcher, viewer of poker, and someone says B75, they don't know what that means, right? There's
if you listen to Will's Twitter space, you'd find out what B75 meant.
Yeah, right.
But I think all of this goes back to
it means bet 75%.
Well, there we go. B7. It goes back to the original question that you posed: is beef good for poker? Like, of course. That's all people, for the most part, the majority of people, that's all they tune in for.
It brings the interest.
Daniel Negreanu. Everybody watched that.
Yep.
Everybody wanted that to happen for so long. The hate was very real on both sides. Now they're, I don't dare say friends, but they're friendly. It happened, and Doug had to respect that. Okay, Daniel got in the ring. He lost, $900,000, but he did it. It was a put up, shut up kind of moment. Berkey, Nick Airball, people just want to see it, to Jeff's point. And I understand Berkey. He's doing it for the money. He's doing it to try and capitalize, maximize that win rate, right? So don't let your opponent learn. Don't let your opponent see how to adjust. That's all people want in this industry is the drama. They want to see the fight. And it makes a great shot of Greg Raymer and Mike.
That's one of the most memorable moments of the WSOP. To your point,
Madison.
I've never seen this.
You've never what? This I know.
It wouldn't shake his hand.
I never saw that either.
We've been through this with Landon a lot.
Yeah.
He knows nothing that happened in
that.
poker before 2012.
I mean, Sheiky, Sean Shakan, right?
I knew that guy.
This guy, Jamie Gold
knew that guy.
Got under everybody's skin. Kassouf, who we talked about. Everybody wants to see the hero and the villain. And eventually the fight.
I mean, I know I was joking around with BravoCon and everything, but it's why Bravo is such a big.
You were not joking. What the fuck do you mean?
Anyways, like I said, I was joking around about BravoCon. No way I'm going to that. Okay, maybe. But It's why Bravo, the channel itself, is so popular, so big, so successful.
Yeah.
It's nothing but drama with fighting and this and that, and this person said this and this person did that, and they're gonna be, meeting up, and they can't wait till the reunions because they're all gonna come together and scream and yell at each other, and it's so successful. And you see it happening in the poker world, right? When these beefs happen, then that's when all the eyeballs start coming in. That's what it's weird to be in the middle of it for once, because I'm not directly in the middle of it, but I'm on Berkey's side. We're on his podcast. I'm shit tweeting, because
Which, by the
why
way,
not?
Inevitable.
Right.
Because of Berkey, who he is by nature.
Right. Yeah, you're just gonna get dragged into it.
Like now, he's you and I have known him for so long.
Right.
50, I mean, you've known him your whole life. I've known him for 15 plus years.
Yeah.
He is so opinionated, so equally stubborn on many topics. Now he's got a platform and he's got this show, which allegedly nobody watches.
Nobody.
Welcome, by the way. Welcome to be a guest on the show that nobody watches.
It's going to happen. He's a
people at the
hornet's nest just waiting to explode. And now here we are. Someone called him out. And by the way, I also think Berkey, maybe an intervention is needed. We talked about this, that we can organize an intervention for him. He's clearly in the midst of a midlife crisis. Is he going to wear a suit like my good friend Jeff to work every day and lead this company and this business into this, everyone's going to have a fucking 401k, or is he the next Pat/Matt McAfee type character?
Matt McAfee.
And he's in here ensuing drama. What is he? Is he also a professional poker player playing nuts? He's grinding right now as we speak.
Why did you point at Jeff Platt when you said professional poker player?
He did just get seventh in the win.
Into the air. I
A
did get
very
seventh at the win.
professional human being.
I don't
Jeff is a
think-
professional.
I don't know. It's strange because Berkey, despite what some people might think, he doesn't go looking for trouble. Right, he didn't ask for this beef. He didn't it was kind of brought upon him. Right,
No.
he's minding his own business, and then
But he's not
and he
minding
gets
his own
called out.
business.
Well,
And I will
he's
jump
gonna
at that.
When people say you're a scammer, you're this, he's gonna defend
I mean,
himself.
we're-
because
we're-
that's
As
who
he
is.
should. But what I'm saying
This
is,
started before that.
He can't. He's going to have his opinion, whether it was the Lodge or the Hustler. He was nonstop with what was going on over at the Hustler. I'm not saying he was wrong. I mean, he's creating content. These are all of his opinions and facts as he sees them on a public show on this podcast.
That nobody
and he's
watches.
putting it out there, and that's going to piss off people on the other side. Doug was clearly pissed off about what he had to say about the Lodge. Doug, obviously, I think he's brilliant. Nobody creates content better than Doug. I'm sorry, this guy's been doing it for how many years? It eventually led to a heads-up match against Daniel. How much money did Doug win out of that? A lot. And then think about this, too, with Doug and Bill Perkins, the weight loss bet. Okay, Doug loses the bet. What happens 2 weeks later? Doug is somehow playing Bill Perkins heads up?
Yeah.
I think Perkins may have won, or Doug
Perkins
won a little
did win.
bit.
Yeah, Perkins won.
And then Doug
Perkins
is
won.
playing Scott Ball a week after that.
Which he absolutely waxed.
Won 180.
I mean, it's just the guy is so good at what he does, and that is undeniable. I don't care how much you dislike the guy.
I wonder if he has like a flow chart that he makes. Just like, all right, talk shit here, play heads up
This will
next
lead to
week.
this and-
Nobody does it better than Doug.
Yeah, he's great.
And he always has been the best in the game. And when he really focuses on it, he's untouchable. That's the truth.
So this will be the last time Brent and Jeff are on the show. It's nice to see you guys. It's great having you as guests, but
You guys all know this already.
Obviously,
Yeah.
obviously, he's built a giant following, and but that's what he does. He starts up controversy, and
He's
and-
good at it.
Right, he's very good at it.
He's
right?
good
of
at
course,
it.
that obviously it works, and
Yeah.
he leaned into that, and that's why he has the platform he does.
Yeah, I think there's a big, not issue, but oversight in the way that people think that poker works, where nowadays it's not really about who plays the best poker when it comes to the content and the engagement and the clicks. It's about what is the most engaging and entertaining for me to keep my eyes on. And it's always going to be like the beef, the drama, whether it's real, whether it's not. People don't care. They want to have stuff to look at and say, okay, I don't really know what's going on in a poker sense, and maybe they're going to play poker and fight it out that way, but I just want to see this fire just burn everything to the ground.
Yeah.
And this is what that is. And Matt's just like, you know what? The beef, this, that, whatever. I don't really know. I don't really care. I'm just here to play poker. Good spot monetarily. And he wants to play heads up. Okay, let's play. The issue now is like when you kind of build up and have all these things, and then you kind of have the breaks, and then you have the sick days, and then you have this. You're kind of operating under a false pretense, right? And is there still EV to be gained? Yeah, sure. But when you take the stance of, okay, this guy sucks, I'm going to beat him heads up, into, okay, I don't want to play anymore, I might have these things going on, and I want to study and get as good as I can, a little bit of an issue.
I mean, and how this all started was basically Berkey just addressing things that he thought were issues in the poker community. Like the Doug thing, I think he did misspeak and said something about them not having the what do you call that? When
Game security?
The no peek.
No peek.
No
peek room.
Yeah, which they do have. No, it's for you can't see the cards.
Right.
Until after the hand, which they did have. Right. And that's where I think the Doug and...
it's a new feature that Poker GFX implemented after the hand.
Yeah, and I think Berkey misspoke one day and said that they didn't. That's the reason why that beef restarted. Mm-hmm. But the rest of it all dates back to Hustler. Like when he's just like, talking about an issue that could be a possible huge issue in the poker community. So he's not really doing anything. Like he's not looking for fights or anything.
No, it's just by nature when you become an authority on various topics that you present, and you believe in what you're saying, and you've got all this stuff to back it up, naturally you're going to upset people.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what's happened with, Vertucci and Berkey don't talk, right?
No.
They got some issues going on there.
A few.
Obviously Doug and the Lodge, we see what's happened there. And by the way, it's also very clearly intentional in a way by Berkey. He knows when he starts talking about all these things that he's going to get views, he's going to garner attention, and he does believe in a lot of what he's saying.
Well, he
I'm
definitely
sure.
believes in what he's saying.
He's a genuine person.
I don't think it like in the back of his mind is like, I'm going to talk about this so I get views.
Yeah, I don't think we ever had a thought for like views or clicks. Maybe one episode throughout 255 or something like that. We're like, oh, we're going to get a lot of views for this.
Now the thumbnails and the titles, that's a different story.
No, but you're slow. Eventually, I guess what I'm saying.
That's how you got to play the YouTube algorithm.
And that's why I say Berkey's in the midst of, okay, what am I doing now? Mm-hmm. Because I know how to get views. I figured that part out. The attention, right? We can get in a fist fight inside Bobby's room for crying out loud at 41 years old.
Luckily, no fist fight.
Right. But I think he's there, and he's like, okay, now what do I do? Do I go down this road? Do I go down this road? Or how do I balance this?
Man of many hats.
Yeah. It's fascinating. I love it. I love watching. I love all the
thing,
beef.
Right?
It's made my
loves
job
it.
so easy. We're gonna. I can't reveal again. I don't want to spoil it. By the way, we'll have a big announcement coming Thursday. But it's just when you're putting lineups together, like, well, I know who I want in this game for all these reasons, and it's great.
No one's gonna say no. It's just gonna work out perfectly.
Yeah. Oh.
Also, new episodes of No Gamble, No Future tomorrow night, I do believe. Thank you.
2, right?
That's
we get
right.
2 episodes?
Back to back.
Back-to-back episodes.
Wow.
Go to pokergo.com.
Thank you.
Get a subscription.
The manager, he's doing a little double duty over here.
If you do get a yearly subscription, I need to start getting paid for these ads. We'll work that out on the side. If you do get a yearly subscription, you are eligible for a drawing that could put you directly into the PGT Championship, into the $1 million free roll. If you have an annual subscription, 3 people will get seats in the PGT Championship. That's it. They draw your name out of a hat or
3 people?
computer. What?
3 winners.
At
least 3
into this milli free roll.
Ooh.
If I get picked, I'm telling you, it's completely random.
Is this winner take all again?
No, but we doubled the prize pool. It's $1 million prize pool instead of $500K.
Okay.
First place will still be $500,000.
Does it matter how many accounts somebody has?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Well, if you pay for
I don't know,
different
I guess
yearly,
if you pay for
you're
like
live.
20 annual
Load 'em up,
subscriptions.
baby.
Yeah, you know what? By all means, Landon, buy 20 annual subs and
Yeah. Do you think there's anybody? Well, how about in this room that's on the other side of the argument that these beefs are not good for poker? And
yes.
It doesn't make it as perceived. Like you don't see this happening in golf, right? People that want the poker to be golf, and we want to just. You play, you let your play speak, you let the card speak.
Golf
and
has
we
looked
don't
like
need all this other distractions.
Golf has looked like WWE the last couple of months.
And it's been great for golf. That's what the Netflix series thrived.
I don't know what the Netflix series was, but all I know is there's a lot of shit going on in golf, and it's literally like some drama always on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, now it's like the LIV and the PGA.
Yeah.
People love controversy because the people that are on one side stand for their side that they believe in, and the same people will watch the other side to see how much they dislike them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
so
Like,
true.
they've been on the show that nobody watches, people watch me fucking speak and they hate me. They fucking hate me. It's like, you know what? You're allowed to hate me. I'm the fucking worst. Right? But that's just how it works.
Yeah.
Like, if you get involved in this stuff, you become part of the show.
Yeah.
Listen, if we
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, if we want the industry to grow, we want more eyeballs on. Like, this might be just like the way that it has to happen.
Yeah, you got to burn more shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Conrad wants to talk to you.
no, yeah.
Oh, hit me. Oh, God, yeah, I have to go. I am very like, thank you.
I would have done
Yeah.
it sly, Conrad, but I saw the camera.
I'll end it with this one. So Phil Hellmuth is the easiest example. He plays so many of our shows. Every time, especially, just look at the numbers when he plays on our shows, how the streams and the viewers, it triples 4Xs. Do you really think all those people are tuned in to watch Phil Hellmuth play great poker? Just the best poker to learn how to be
They're waiting for
brazen.
a classic Phil Hellmuth blow up.
They're waiting for him to explode.
Right.
They want to see the brat.
Right.
They want to see him go nuts. They
Yeah.
want to see him unleash. That's it. And that is the perfect example.
He's kind of a genius, kind of a legend. He's like,
Kinda.
you know what? This is my
Yeah,
this is my character. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give the people what they want. I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna get mad, and people are gonna hate me. People are gonna love me, but I'm gonna be in the fucking spotlight.
Yeah.
He's gonna burn the place to the ground, maybe.
Call somebody an idiot.
Call
for
somebody with
knowing
Queen
you're
4
up.
off because he's here to win.
Yeah. There to win, baby.
I mean,
Yep. Well, Brent, thanks for coming on. I know you have to bounce early.
Yes,
you have a
thank you
meeting,
guys very
but,
much.
We will see you next week.
I was trying to quietly get
No,
out.
Brent
it's
Hanks, the
fine.
people's champion.
People's champion.
He's trying to leave quietly. Let's let him go out with a bang.
That's right.
Brent Hanks.
also the last time he'll ever be on this podcast.
Yeah, that's right. You ever say a nice word about Doug again, you're done.
Walks right past the camera. Legend.
This can't go too long. I don't know what to do without Brent
I know.
next to
Well,
me.
you
You know,
know.
we're a team. We are colleagues. So I'll give you guys an additional 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Perfect. 3 minutes is fine.
I'm curious. Is Brent sponsored by Barstool?
Upswing.
I don't think so. Not yet. But Barstool, if you're looking for some sponsors, Brent, I'm
But
sure we'll
Brent and the Barstool guys are very close.
Oh, he had a
Yo, that
Barstool hoodie on.
sweatshirt was sick, dude.
Yeah.
They got some cool swag.
Brent, I need a sweatshirt.
We
Yeah.
can
Still here.
Landon, I got to get you that PGT championship backpack. I just need to clear my stuff out of it.
Yeah.
And I have a no gamble, no future backpack for one of you guys.
Wow.
Or you guys can give it away. I'm just going to give you the backpack and you can choose what
now
to do.
we have to
Don't give
give
it to
it.
Berkey. He's
Now
too
we
rich.
have to
But,
give
but
it
one of you
away,
guys can
yeah.
have it or just give it away.
Berkey's not rich. Do you not read the internet?
I mean,
Hey, richer than
He
some.
would most certainly be a little bit richer if he had the backpack.
And he wouldn't
true.
wear the backpack. So, like, we can just...
we do love
point.
giving things away, obviously.
To nobody.
Because nobody watches the
Correct.
podcast.
It's the podcast that nobody
To
watches.
nobody, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't watch it.
I don't even know why I'm here.
Why are we?
Yeah. Well, do you think this is going to be an ongoing thing now in poker? Like, do you think it's like, I mean, there's always been beefs, but like, the more they happen, then maybe the more we want to see the next one, and then the next one, and then like.
Well, I think that when it comes to the beefs in general, people have always had back and forth with each other, and there's always been some sort of little bits of engagement around it. It does become a little bit more when it becomes higher stakes, because now people can
Right.
kind of see blood from one side or the other. Right.
Nobody cares
if they're
about,
playing
like,
1-2 heads
right.
up at the Venetian,
Right.
right? No one
one
cares.
cares,
If they're
right.
playing 200, 400, 400,
They want to
100K
see
deep.
high-profile people playing in high stakes, getting into fistfights at the bar.
Everybody just wants pain, man. Whatever
Pain.
way you look at it, they just want pain. See somebody suffer.
Yep.
Pain and conflict.
Yeah.
pain.
That's what drives this world.
You think
Yes.
Berkey will be in the center of all of it,
Really
always?
I don't know about always, but sometimes you're in the spotlight,
Yeah.
and you get a W, you get an L, and
Well, it's funny because you see like the whole like persons thing now like becoming a thing. Like Berkey's like now, and it's like, is that going to spin off into something where like he has to beat for somebody else, and then that person has to beat for somebody else?
maybe it does. Maybe they do
Yeah.
end up playing heads up,
Right.
Maybe they do end
Who
up.
knows?
It's become very topical to start dunking on Matt, but like, you know what? It ain't me this time, baby. Keep it going.
It does seem like the majority of the community is on Berkey's side.
Well, from like the
Berkey's
Twitter
like
public
the-
opinion,
you know,
right?
The Twitter public opinion.
He's the good
it's-
guy in this situation.
It kind of shifted hard.
Swift?
Yes,
It Taylor Swifted
It
hard.
Taylor Swifted hard. I feel like
Go on.
I feel like in the beginning it was kind of more on the middling kind of stuff, and maybe a little on not Berkey's side, but it feels like the Twitter public opinion has definitely shifted to like 93.7.
So why do you think that is? Why such a
people
drastic shift?
People are just seeing the situation for what it is.
Well,
like once you have the full like landscape of everything, you're like, what the fuck? And now there's secret meetings and sick days.
Break gate, secret meeting gate, sick gate. You know, there's a bunch of different stuff that doesn't really align with the spirit of the bet as a whole of you suck, let me play you. Right. And still, there's going to be people on Nick's side, of course, right? Because people love seeing Matt lose.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? Matt's here to be like, you know what? I ain't trying to fucking lose today. I'm here to try to win some poker.
The best part about it is like the most like, I feel like the people that hate Berkey the most, like the Twitter trolls and all this stuff, they're coming to Berkey's side in this situation, and it's kind of really funny.
Yeah, sometimes the Twitter trolls have common decency. We're like, yo, this guy's taking 10 breaks. That's enough. Like, I don't like Matt, but I definitely hate this more than Matt.
Exactly.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do. I really fucking don't like Matt.
Like these people are literally saying that. I feel like there's a lot of people that are having this fight with themselves. They're like, fuck, I really hate this opinionated motherfucker, Berkey, but. God damn, this is some stupid ass shit going on.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a break. No, but seriously though, that's what it is, right? It's just a matter of seeing things for what they are, and when the optics of somebody are, you know what, this guy's too opinionated, this guy talks on things he doesn't know about, this guy says some things that maybe he doesn't mean, and the people that are around him don't really kind of push back in the way that I would want them to push back, it's easier to be like, okay, fuck this guy. But then when you realize, you know what, this guy's actually trying to play, out of the amount of time that they've played, Matt's taken 0 breaks.
Yeah.
He's taking no breaks. Like, you know what, I'm here to play poker, we're here for 6.5 hours, we're doing this thing, I gave you 3 days a week, let's play 3 days a week.
Lock the fucking door.
And now it's turned into, I can't play on weekdays to make them up. If you want to do that, we can make them up online. If you want to do this, I'm actually not going to be here, you know, and then it just turns into a bunch of ad hominem attacks of fuck you, suck a dick, get your buy-ins back, right? It becomes this thing that just devolves into, what are we, 10 years old at a playground?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to talk shit, play poker.
And people see through that, right?
Yeah.
They see through the bullshit, and I think that's why the majority of the people are on Berkey's side, where he does have people that dislike him. He does have, like Berkey, like going back to what Brent said, like, you know, he's very opinionated. He stands by his side, and that creates this polarizing figure that he's always been since he's been in the public eye.
Yeah.
Right. So he is going to have people that like him, and then you have people that dislike him. But you know, when you see this whole situation for what it is, it's not surprising that the majority of the people are on his side.
End of the day, when it comes to the stuff outside of the public social media things, if you know Matt as a person from the moral standing, you can't say that this guy acts immorally.
Yeah.
Right? Has bad character, if you will. Yeah. But if you look at the other side of things and the way things go, it doesn't really matter if somebody wants to play the heel in the way of being the heel. Right? Like, Helmuth is a heel in the way of being the heel. But at the same time, Helmuth's not trying to use his platform to call somebody a scammer that's been in poker for 20 years.
Yeah.
Right? Nick can say all the stuff he wants. Matt sucks at poker. Matt's training site's bad. Matt does this, that, whatever.
He sucks PPs for buy-ins.
Sure, he does all that shit. And then they play heads up and they want to play under these circumstances. Sure, be the bad guy. Right? Have your character be the bad guy. But when you have it under false pretense, that's where there's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah. Lee Jones, thanks for the shit for the
Sorry, I'm
super
fired
chat.
up today.
Yep. He said, I'm exhausted with the drama, but I expect it's here forever. Which, yeah. You're
Well
probably
said.
right.
Probably a great way to sum it up.
Right.
Like, it can get really tiring, but it's never going to go
Never
away.
go away.
You love a good drama, Jeff.
Only if I can see the finale.
It's on its way out, I think.
This specifically.
I mean, yeah, but
but then another thing will pop up.
I mean, you just watch how this one's gonna go, and I think you're gonna see a lot less.
I'm gonna
of this
keep
type
live
of
tweeting
shit.
from the side, baby. It'll be the Vince McMahon you guys want me to be.
That is the nice part about the World Series of Poker for people who are not really fans of the drama and all the side gigs. Like, the World Series completely takes over, and then we go back.
We reset.
Conflicts. Yeah, and then
I
and the World
can't
Series is
wait.
coming up.
I can't wait for WSOP.
You gonna play a couple
know.
tournaments?
I've had
A day.
I played 75 last year.
Played 75 bullets last year.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Maybe
the World
more.
Series,
Maybe more than I think about it.
speaking of the World Series, if you want to, you know, brush up on your poker
Genius.
knowledge, what you can do is get a free month at S4Y TV. thanks to Nick Airball and his sickness. You can just use code, sick day. Go to solve4y.io, sign up for the monthly access, and then you will get code sick day, and you will get a free month plus the trial. That's 6 weeks. It'll lead you right into the World Series.
My man, the manager, he's on top of the shit. You already know.
We love giving away free shit.
We love it. We absolutely love it. Thank you so much again for rocking with us, Jeff.
Love you guys. Always happy to be here.
And your trusty partner.
Yes.
Thanks, Brent.
Thanks, Brent.
Thanks, Brent.
Tortua, Landy, Guapo, we'll be in the building tomorrow. Thank you so much for rocking with us.
It's Landon's birthday tomorrow.
It is.
Ooh.
Happy birthday, Neon White.
It ain't my birthday.
On that note, we out.
Peace.